Russia and Ukraine better be stopping the war or else. Oh man, just wait. You guys just wait. The equivalent of the 2022 Red Baron is coming in. He'll be the, what color is that? The Green Baron? You think your life is hard? I'm a high school junior wearing a size 13 Nikes. Meanwhile, Punjab candidate cries after getting only 5 votes. Says there are 9 members in his own family. Oh, there is no one tougher on earth. He's so brave. POV, it's 2009 and you're eating your first school lunch since Michelle Obama became first lady. Oh no. I was there. I was there on ground zero. Literally, never forget. I will always hold a grudge for her taking away my chocolate chip cookies. You're not a German monarchist! You live in North Dakota. This literally feels like stabs to the heart. If you didn't want me to be a German monarchist, maybe you shouldn't have named the capital this. There is an island which is disputed territory between Canada and Denmark. The militaries of both countries periodically visit to remove the other guy's flag and leave a bottle of Danish schnapps or Canadian whiskey. If you think the world's too crazy right now, you just wait till these two start going at it. Belgian farmer accidentally moves French border, makes France smaller. The British, we will watch your career with great interest. UK out here rethinking their entire relationship with Belgium. Maybe they shouldn't just allow them to be the speed bump of Europe anymore. Mum goes crazy after she records baby saying, "Alright, bruv," as his very first words. Talk about least British baby in the United Kingdom. Just wait till he says, "Isn't it?" CBSE bans 2 girls from giving examination after they wrote an essay on BTS Army instead of the Indian Army. You gotta admit though, they are about at equal strength. Top 5 superpower militaries I'd never want to see go to war. When you don't accept cookies from a website because it's Ramadan. Gotta wait till nighttime. Just keeps getting harder and harder. Can't eat or browse the web when the sun is out? Or wait, are cookies not halal? Ethnographers when they have to make a map of the Caucasus region. There's a very specific scream I'm hearing as I look at this image. That was also my reaction when Belle Delphine came back. NATO holding back Poland as they wait for a Russian missile fragment to hit their territory so they can trigger Article 5. I see we are still doing these memes and funny, but also kind of terrifying. Russia's imperial future. And the gang's all here to celebrate. All the Nordic countries, of course, Poland and Ukraine as well. Wait a second. Where's Hungary? Choose your language. We have English, Espanol, and Portuguese, but you're using USA, Mexico, and Brazil. But there are languages. And I guess here's the New World's reaction to that. It is a bit weird, I will admit that. I feel like at the very least, you should do like a slash and then include the European flag as well. I've seen that a lot, where like English is combined. There's like a USA flag and a British flag. The Midwest? Don't you mean the cold Balkans? That, or I feel like the Lake Balkans would work as well. Although Missouri and Iowa don't really touch any of the lakes, I think it's still relevant. I think in a post-apocalypse scenario where the Eastern Hemisphere just completely collapses and like the USA goes back to medieval times, it's fair to say this would probably be the equivalent to the Balkans. Oh no, Ohio is Greece, which means Michigan must be Turkey. This was literally the front page of a South Korean newspaper. What a rare Pepe. And he's holding Samsung as I'm guessing Samsung stock is plummeting. Ooh, good thing I didn't buy any of that. I guess small investors in South Korea are referred to as ants. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring you Aunt Pepe. Gee, if only I could start a life with a fat neckbeard incel from America who hasn't left his basement for years. Some random person posted this on Twitter, and then this Sigma male out of nowhere with the ultimate response. I don't know how to even respond to this. I'm just so happy. Let's go. Let's go. 10 years later, and his Sigma grind set is finally paid off. It's pretty much the biggest dub I've seen all year. To be honest, I don't even know if this is real, but I have to believe it. I have to believe it's real. I gotta believe in something. Take that, Louisiana. Literally destroys all of Earth, but at least you got Louisiana out of it. Totally worth it. My grandpa, when I ask him about the white robes in the back of his closet. My grandpa has nothing to hide, as the robes are actually Spanish Christian Easter celebratory attire that predate, that by several centuries. Grandpa forgives me for jumping to conclusions, and I plan to educate myself to be less ignorant of other cultures in the future. Wait, what is this? Oh. The stuff I've learned from these videos is just unbelievable. We did it! We time traveled. But to what year? Let me ask that guy over there. Hey, who's the current president of Russia? Putin. I have no idea what year it is. Let's see, it could be anywhere between the last like 22 years or something like that, right? We haven't really gone that far back in time though. Another awesome map from Atlas Ova. Which city are you most ashamed of? I've actually heard of some of these places from like European comment sections, and yeah, like the country is definitely like not thinking very highly of them. Specifically this place in the Netherlands, but I have no idea why they're on here, to be quite honest with you. Why does Greece not like Athens? Glad the city of Batman is not one of them in Turkey. I'd be so ashamed if it was somehow. How do you despise your own capital the most? All of Iberia? Like the no data or ashamed of whole country? There's a couple. Okay, there's a lot of those. Urk is Dutch Alabama. Imagine having to bring a passport to travel. This meme is brought to you by the European gang. Dang, they're getting all of us for this one. The USA, Japan, the United Kingdom. Is that Kazakhstan? Oh, Kazakhstan's got a pretty cool passport. I believe we don't need a full passport to go to, I think, Mexico or Canada or something. In North America, if you're like a US citizen. Oh, well, it's just a passport card. I saw a card on there and it was, yeah, I think it's still a passport. But yeah, you can go to Canada, Mexico, the Caribbean, and Bermuda with that. This is actually the most accurate definition of the European continent I've ever seen. Look, Mom, it is literally, it's Europe. It is all European territory right here. Obviously, we know the traditional European territory, but there's also a lot of European countries that still have random islands out here in the ocean. Sometimes they're not even islands. Sometimes they're just on completely other continents, like in the case of French Guyana. Oh, can't forget about the Falklands. Argentina knows all about that. Even stretch out way over here to the Pacific. These countries you thought were part of Oceania. I don't think so. Or countries. I guess I should have said islands. Europe out here just redefining the definition of continent ever since we started using the word continent. Tell me in one word how the war is going, asks Putin. Good! Okay, now tell me in 2 words. Not good. I don't know why that made me laugh. Yeah, I feel like I'm getting some mixed messages here. Bikini Bottom just got some new infrastructure in place. Who wants to live in this Russian warship that just came upon and landed right here? Lots of room for activities, that's for sure. Can I get, I worked at your store in Sussex for 3 years and stole over 10K from the register without anyone noticing. This man is just truth-pilled, honestly. Gotta give him some credit for that. He woke up and chose honesty. It's criminal, but it's honest. Londoners making fun of the North while struggling to pay for their 5 square meter micro flat. This is pretty much how every major city goes. I'd assume New York City and upstate New York is very similar, just kind of in a very similar situation. Americans be like, just putting on my Nikes so I can take my bikey on a hikey. Who calls them tennies again? Americans deciding to name their capital. Since New York was very important in our country's founding, it should be the capital. No, it should be further south to the... We're not even finished that. Mexicans deciding their capital. LMAO, I saw a bird on a cactus over there. LMAO, we should put our city there. Sometimes the simple things, but man, is it based. Pay in rubles or no gas, says Russia. Baltic's like, I'm in danger. Hungary, yes, my lord, while Bulgaria, Austria, and Slovakia say, okay, Poland's not gonna play that game, and Ukraine is, well, yeah, Ukraine. I did hear about this, that they're forcing other countries to pay in the ruble. I'm assuming this is one of the reasons why the ruble has somewhat recovered so far. Poland is just not gonna be playing any games. They're probably trying to figure out ways to trigger Article 5. Enough about our colonized past. Let's talk about our colonizing future. I'm sure Europe has big plans to bring that back. Colonization and imperialization 2.0. They're just trying to go old school with this. Dutch people going for a walk. Like, I can confirm this is what it feels like, but do keep in mind I am pretty much a hobbit. I feel like I'm walking around giants when I meet someone from the Netherlands. Why couldn't I get just a little bit of that tallness? Share some for the rest of us. Good morning, said in America. Guten Morgen in German. Whatever this is in Italian. And then finally, Filipino grandmas be like, send you a whole beautiful poem in the morning. It's just so beautiful. Wish I had a Filipino grandma.
The WHO considered...
Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He's sweating. I can literally see the sweating. I remember this.
Hello?
I couldn't hear your question.
That's a pretty good way to get the social credit to go up.
Let me repeat the question.
No, that's okay. Let's move to another one.
Inform your social credit score has gone up by 5. Oh. Oh, that's got to be more than just 5. He literally ended the call.
Decided to give Dr. Alward another call to follow.
That's at least 50. Come
I
on.
just want to see if you can comment a bit on how Taiwan has done so far in terms of containing the virus.
Well, we've already talked about China.
Zhang Zena's gonna love this. Oh, that was brilliant. Walt, Virginia, Arkan, Saul, Micah, Soda. Wait, there's no Mike Soda. Finally, Kentuko! I rarely watch shows ever, but I am loving all the Better Call Saul stuff. Fictional places I want to visit. Wakanda, Narnia, Middle-earth, and oh, I thought this was gonna go in a new direction. Well, it did go in a new direction. I thought it was going to go in an old direction so I could point out the best mythical flag I have ever seen back there. I just had to hang that one up. I usually try to only go with real life flags, but you gotta admit, for a fictional one, Wyoming has one of the best. Some trucker from Kansas, as the Wikipedia page for a small, insignificant farming town goes from a half a page to 16 pages in under a night. Oh boy. I think it's fair to say there was probably a little bit of trolling done, and I don't even really want to know. Looking at the GDP of these states, Oklahoma equivalent to Iraq at 207 billion, whereas Arkansas/Kuwait not quite as high. Yeah, be careful. I guess one is significantly more powerful. I didn't even know this one about Canada and Texas. That's scary. Arizonans watching their child burn to a crisp after forgetting to cover them in SPF 5000 sunscreen. I literally refuse to buy anything under 50. I ideally like SPF 100 to be honest. I mean, if that wasn't obvious already. SPF 15 does nothing. I think it makes my skin burn even more. How British people see the UK? Yep, that's pretty much all the UK. How every movie producer and event planner sees the UK. It'd be crazy to see a Hollywood movie not show Big Ben or one of the other iconic places in London. I feel like the movie industry just latches on to like certain structural icons, like boom, this is always shown when we're in this country, just show it to establish to the audience like, hey, I think it's partly our fault, Americans, we don't know a lot, like we can't identify a country by just one structure. Trying my best to change that, but it's very difficult. Actually, I never really even cover iconic structures from different countries, so maybe I'm contributing to the problem. And big thanks to, by saying this, I agree to be a sussy bucka LuxembourgLover, Drew's Argentinian Fat Grandpa, Nuts, Alex Whitley is Mega Chad, Alfonso M6,
aPhatNarwhal,
Angel Bisono,
Barnsky W,
bringbackpolandball, XD, Jocko
Majestic Unicorn,
Marco Hindera,
Max Cooper,
Mimoshiki,
Ortin 5610,
Philipp RF,
Robert E,
RyeThePie,
the Mexican 760,
Why am I doing this?
William the Conqueror.
Thank you.